Okay, here's warm-up number 17. I've got a linear equation here. I'm going to sketch the straight line. First, I'm going to find the slope and the y-intercept. So the part in front, this is in y equals mx plus b form. Y equals something times x plus something. Okay, so this part is going to be the slope. So this, which is, we use lowercase m for that a lot. All right, so my slope is going to be negative 1/3. Okay, and then this is the y-intercept, which is b. Okay, so the y-intercept is going to be 2. All right, I'm going to start with the y-intercept. First, I'm going to make some little dashes just to make this a little clearer here. Okay, so I'm going to start with that y-intercept, which is 2. That's where my line is going to cross the y-axis. Okay, so I'm going to go 2 up. There's where my line crosses. And then I'm going to use the slope. So rise over run. So the top number is going to be my rise. So it's -1, so I'm going to go down 1. And then the run's 3. So to the right 3. Down 1 to the right 3. I'm not going down 1 to the right 3 from the origin. I'm doing it from the point that I know is on the line. So from here, down 1 to the right 3. Okay? And I've got my 2 lines. So you also might notice that those are equal to each other, right? So I went down 1 to the right 3, but I also could have gone up 1 to the left 3. Let's try that. Up 1 to the left 3 puts me right there, and they're still all lined up, right? So you get the same line either way. So you really only need 2 points, but you could use -1/3 or 1/-3 since they're equal to each other. They're equivalent. Okay, and there's my line. Okay, all right. Next up, I'm finding the length of this line segment. So I want to find the distance between these 2 points. I'm going to use then the distance formula. So I'm labeling, this is my first xy pair and my second xy pair. I'm going to need the distance formula. Here it is. I'm going to subtract the 2 x's and square. I'll subtract the 2 y's and square. I add together those results and then take the square root of the whole thing. Okay, so let's just start plugging the pieces in. My x's, I'm going to do -5 minus 0, but you could go the other direction. You could do 0 minus -5, but I'm doing -5 minus 0. And then for the y's, I'm doing -2 minus 3. Again, you could reverse that. -2 minus -3. I got a double negative there, so be careful of that. Okay, -5 minus 0 is just -5. And this would be -2 plus 3, right? A double negative is the same as a positive, so that's going to come out to 1 squared. So this is going to be 25 plus 1. So I've got the square root of 26, which you could leave like that. Or if you put it into a calculator, it's just over 5, about 5.1. Okay. All right, next up, we've got some angle pairs. Let's identify all pairs of angles of the given type. Okay, so let's look for some alternate interior angles. So these are going to have to be my tracks. So that means this is the transversal. Okay, so I want angles that are inside the tracks, but on different sides of the transversal. So I could use the 2 and the 8. They're on the inside, but on different sides of the red line there, right? Also 3 and 5. So angles 2 and 8 will work. Or angle 3 and angle 5, okay? So here I'll box my pairs like that so I can show which pairs, okay? Alternate exterior angles, so I want different sides of the red line again, but I want outside the tracks. So 4 and 6 would work, or 1 and 7. So there's one of my pairs, or that, okay? Corresponding. So angle 1 is in the top left of its intersection. The corresponding angle to that would be 5. It's in the top left of its intersection. So 1 and 5. Okay. 2 and 6 are in the top right of their respective intersections. And then 3 and 7 are on the bottom right. And 4 and 8 are on the bottom left. Okay, and then consecutive interior, so I want to be inside the tracks again, but I want to use angles that are next to each other inside the tracks, not on they're on the same side of the transversal, in other words, if they're consecutive interiors. So 2 and 5 would be consecutive interiors, so would 3 and 8. Angle 2 and angle 5, angle 3 and angle 8. And there we go. And that's it for this warm-up.